eating poop. Most people think this behavior is just disgusting. It's not. It's a warning sign you're missing. This is called coprophagia, and it's surprisingly common in dogs, especially puppies. It can come from curiosity, boredom, anxiety, or leftover instincts from keeping dens clean. Puppies explore their world through taste. Unfortunately, that includes feces. Some do it because they're understimulated, others because something is making them anxious. There's even a hardwired behavior from wild ancestors who kept their dens clean by removing waste. But here's what most dog owners don't realize. In adults, it can signal poor diet or digestive issues. If your grown dog suddenly develops this habit, their body might be desperately trying to extract nutrients they're missing, parasites, enzyme deficiencies, malabsorption problems. Your dog isn't being gross. Your dog might be starving at a cellular level despite eating every day, sniffing people's crotch. Your dog does this to every guest. You apologize. Pull them away. But you're interrupting something you don't understand. Dogs greet and identify others through scent first. Sight comes second. Sound comes third. The groin area has strong pheromones that tell them age, mood, and even health. Chemical signatures we can't detect, but they read instantly. It's not rude to them. It's their version of a handshake. Your dog is gathering more information in 3 seconds than you could learn from an hour of conversation. They're scanning for illness, stress hormones, reproductive status, everything broadcast through scent, which raises an uncomfortable question. What else are they reading about us that we have no idea we're transmitting? Dragging their butt on the floor. This looks hilarious until you know what it actually means. Scooting usually means irritation around the anus. The most common cause is full or infected anal glands. Dogs have 2 small sacs on either side of their anus that release scent when they poop. Sometimes these glands don't empty properly, they get blocked, infected. The pressure builds until it becomes unbearable. It can also be worms or allergies, anything causing irritation in an area they can't reach with their paws. If it happens often, don't ignore it. Your dog is trying to solve a problem they can't fix alone. They're asking for help the only way they know how. Kicking feet after pooping. You think your dog is trying to cover their mess. You're wrong. Dogs do this to spread their scent. The glands in their paws release smell when they scrape the ground, basically marking territory and sending a message to other dogs. This spot is claimed. I was here. Remember me. It's communication through chemistry. Those aggressive backward kicks aren't about covering anything up. They're about making sure the message gets broadcast as far as possible. Your dog is signing their name in a language only other dogs can read. Every scrape releases pheromones that tell a story about who your dog is. Head pressing. If you see this behavior once, drop everything. This is not normal behavior. When a dog presses its head against walls or furniture, it can indicate serious neurological problems like brain inflammation or poisoning, liver disease, tumors, stroke. Something is malfunctioning inside your dog's brain, and the pressure against a solid surface might be the only thing that brings temporary relief. This one always needs a vet check. Immediately, not tomorrow, not next week. This is never a quirk. This is never cute. This is always an emergency. Head pressing is one of the few behaviors that should trigger instant action because what's causing it could be life-threatening. Humping. Everyone assumes this is sexual. Almost everyone is wrong. Humping is not always sexual. Dogs hump from excitement, stress, dominance, or even boredom. Both male and female dogs do it, and it often has nothing to do with mating. Puppies hump. Neutered adults hump. Dogs hump pillows, legs, air. Other dogs regardless of gender. It's emotional regulation. When dogs feel overwhelmed by any strong emotion, humping becomes an outlet. Excitement that has nowhere else to go. Anxiety that needs release. Social uncertainty they're trying to navigate. We project human sexuality onto behavior that's almost entirely non-sexual in dogs. Your dog isn't being inappropriate. Your dog is trying to process feelings they don't have other tools for. Getting the zoomies. Your dog suddenly loses their mind, sprints through the house, crashes into furniture, then stops like nothing happened. This isn't random, also called fraps, frenetic random activity periods, sudden bursts of energy where dogs run like crazy. It usually happens when they're happy, overstimulated, or releasing built-up energy, like a pressure valve that suddenly opens. You'll see it after baths, after being crated, after holding still too long. Your dog will explode into motion, sprinting in circles, bouncing off furniture, racing through the house at maximum speed, then stopping just as suddenly, panting, eyes bright. It's completely normal and healthy. Your dog isn't malfunctioning. Your dog is exactly what they were designed to be. Pure kinetic energy finding expression. Chasing their own tail. When a puppy does this, it's adorable. When an adult dog does this constantly, it's a cry for help. In puppies, this is usually play and curiosity. They see something moving in their peripheral vision. They turn to investigate. The tail moves too. They chase. The tail keeps moving. The game continues until they either catch it or get bored. In adult dogs, constant tail chasing can point to boredom, anxiety, or skin irritation. Occasional chasing is fine. Obsessive chasing is not. If your adult dog spends extended periods every day chasing their tail, something is wrong. They might be understimulated mentally, anxious about something in their environment, or experiencing physical discomfort they're trying to address. The behavior becomes compulsive, a loop they can't break out of without help. Licking your face. You think this is just a kiss. It's actually something deeper. For dogs, face licking is a sign of affection and social bonding. Puppies lick their mother's face to get attention and food. It's one of their first social behaviors, a way to communicate need and connection. They carry that habit into adulthood with humans. When your dog licks your face, you've become the emotional equivalent of their mother. Your pack, your safety, your home. It's vulnerable behavior. They're choosing to be gentle and affectionate with one of the most sensitive parts of your body. That's trust. But here's what nobody mentions. Your dog's mouth was probably just somewhere you don't want to think about. The affection is real. So are the bacteria. Circling before pooping. Your dog circles 3 times before finally going. You think they're just being picky. Scientists discovered something way stranger. Dogs circle to make sure the area is safe and comfortable. They're checking sightlines, making sure nothing can ambush them while they're vulnerable. But it's more than that. It also helps them line up with Earth's magnetic field, something researchers have actually observed in dogs during bathroom time. Dogs prefer to align themselves along the north-south axis when they defecate. Scientists studied this across thousands of dogs and found the pattern holds. Your dog is responding to geomagnetic information you can't perceive, using internal compasses we barely understand. Every circle is calibration. Environmental scanning we're completely blind to. Your dog isn't being picky. Your dog is reading the planet.